let's get into it. CJ, UCLA football.
Yeah.
I personally, I picked Purdue last in the Big Ten when we went through our predictions,
You did.
and then I had UCLA next.
You did.
And I had a sleeper as USC being upper echelon. So fire my ass again, for we all made fun of the Sean Foster hire, that that horrible press conference where he's like, I'm the head coach of UCLA. We play in Los Angeles. I know it was like tongue in cheek sort of joke, but it was a bad look. Can we all give UCLA Bruins some respect now, Rafa? Especially you with your baby blue ass fucking buttoned up collared shirt.
Zero respect.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Oh, man, come on,
Stop
man.
that
You'd
shit.
be
I'm gonna
fucking
stop that.
Iowa.
Stop that shit.
Fuck out of here.
Bro, okay,
No.
hold on. Before Rafa just speaks with his haterism, SEC homer bullshit, I have to speak. Okay? UCLA, let's just look at the schedule, Rafa. Let's just look at the schedule.
Hawaii.
Indiana, because it matters.
Hawaii.
Indiana, LSU,
Hawaii.
Indiana, LSU, Oregon, Penn State, and Minnesota back to back to back to back to back.
Crazy.
I didn't hear
Three of those 5 were on the road. I'm sorry. 3 of those 5 were on the road. And Iowa and Minnesota, who they just beat, are top 6 in the Big Ten.
Oh man, you're too much into these
Oh.
conference standings. Give me some ranked
No.
teams.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Indiana,
Some
Indiana's
ranked
undefeated.
teams?
Indiana's undefeated. LSU's ranked. Oregon's ranked. Penn State's ranked.
Yeah, it sounds
And
like.
Minnesota, beat USC.
Did they lose all those games or no? Did they win or did they lose those games? I don't know.
They won the last 2
against any ranked
Last
teams?
3.
Against
won the
any
last
ranked
3.
teams?
Oh,
Against any
my
ranked
God.
teams? Jesus Christ. We're
Rafa,
fucking
you're,
here
so, you're
praising.
such an elite homer. All we're saying is
He
that
just called you an elitist.
you're
I
an
am
elitist.
100%.
You are an elitist.
I'm
Because
100%
all we're
an
saying-
elitist. There's no doubt
all
about
we're
it. I am an
saying-
elitist.
all we're saying is that sometimes college football is not just about the Giants. It's about the X's and O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes and the guys that are developing and the teams that are getting better throughout the season. South Carolina is another one. South Carolina is another one that we
went
saw.
through South Carolina's schedule. Don't do that shit.
No,
Don't do
we're
that
doing
shit.
that shit. We're
Don't do
doing
that
that
shit.
shit.
These
We're
guys
doing
barely
that
beat
shit.
Hawaii by
There are
3
two
fucking points, and
teams-
we are sitting here
There
and
are
do their
2
fight song.
teams.
That's week 1, Rafa.
There are 2 teams that we left for dead in the first 2 weeks of the season that have developed their players, that have unified their team, that have cohesive teams, and now they're winning. That's what we can say.
Wonderful. You're irrelevant.
you're
you're
such a
not as
fucking
irrelevant.
hater.
You're not as irrelevant this week as you were fucking 5 weeks ago, UCLA. Fucking hoorah. That way to
Hold
go.
Hold on, elitist. CJ, let's go. CJ, I love calling him an elitist. That's so fun. CJ, let's go over the Power 5 leaders. Texas A&M, okay? Indiana, ACC, SMU. What's the other one that we're missing? We did Big Ten, BYU. No one saw this shit.
Nobody.
Colorado, right there. I mean, Texas A&M. These guys are all picked to be not even like in the top tier of their conferences.
No,
Almost
bottom.
All of them
Bottom.
were picked, dead, not dead last, but all in the bottom of their conferences.
Yes.
College football has been incredible this year, and it's because Nick Saban is not in Alabama anymore.
Yes, very true. Yes,
that's really
yes.
what it is.
When the hegemon falls, everybody is grasping for the top.
I'm listening to this bullshit that you guys at Texas A&M, BYU, this, that, and then you're trying to merge them with UCLA. BYU's top 10 in the country. Texas A&M is top 15 in the country. UCLA, they ain't top shit in the country. Top shit. Not a fucking thing.
Okay, I'm not saying that they are a upper echelon team. They're not even ranked in the top 25.
They're not
top
50.
Okay, but I will speak for myself. I have disrespected UCLA all year,
Too.
all year,
Yes.
and I'm just coming out and saying, you know what, UCLA.
We've lost our mind that we're talking about UCLA basketball
Hey,
football.
hey, hey! I'm just saying they deserve it, Rafa. They deserve
UCLA deserves
Logan
a little
Loya.
bit of respect, man. Just a little
At
bit.
least give our boy Logan some love. Damn.
No, let's give Carson Swessinger some love. Who I,
Schlesinger.
I
Can't go with
Tag,
dude.
Schlesinger.
tag,
Okay,
typing out UCLA in the comments, by the
so
way.
so first of all, to Sean Foster, kudos to you. But Carson Swessinger, okay, from the Santa Clarita Wildcats, and I coach his older brother. I know the family, amazing people. Do you guys know what the Bullsworth Trophy is? Have you ever heard of the Bullsworth? I've never heard of it either. Bullsworth Trophy is the number one college football in the country that is a walk on. Never heard of it. Carson Swessinger was a walk on at UCLA. And not only is he winning that award, but I will go a step further and say that Carson Swessinger should win the Lombardi Award, best linebacker in the country. And he has stats to back it up, Papa. He has 92 tackles, 59 solo, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 2 picks. And I went down and I looked at the top 10 linebackers projected and statistically right now. The University of Buffalo, CJ, has 2 linebackers. They must play 0-2-0 and only 2 guys out there because the 2 linebackers at University of Buffalo have 137 tackles and 126 tackles. And they're playing at their ass, but they play at the University of Buffalo. The other
Fame issue.
Ah.
No,
uh,
no,
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie.
I'm just
no,
saying.
They give a
no.
flying
There's a
fuck
difference.
because they play at the
There's a
University of
difference.
Buffalo. No, there ain't
No,
no fucking difference. There
there's a
is no.
difference.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
The difference
The
is
guy's gonna end the season with
the
200 tackles.
difference.
Nobody's gonna give a flying fuck, but we gotta give a fuck about the other retard who runs at halftime for 40 yards against UNLV, but his coach puts him in to pad the stats of 42-10. Fuck you.
Yeah, I knew we would get Rafa going. I
Are you
knew it.
fucking kidding? It ain't it's exactly the same thing. Garbage ass conferences.
Okay, well, Carson Swessinger, who I am right now putting the Lombardi Trophy board. You got to give this kid linebacker of the year. One of the top 5 linebackers this year. I forget his name. Plays for Iowa. And Jay Higgins, 98 tackles, 1 sack, 2 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions. Head to head, he had 4 tackles last week against UCLA. Carson Swessinger is an absolute freaking dog. And I know that for a fact because I've seen that kid and his older brother and his little sister, by the way, would be rocking a ponytail, kicking little kids, 7, 8-year-olds ass all over the field. That family, I swear, they are just incredible. And I just want to give Carson Swessinger the props. This is not even like a joke. He is literally a dog and will be in the NFL. And he was a walk on. He will be a top. I think he has another year, but he'll be in the first 3 rounds in the NFL.
Dude, who am
And
I? Who am I? Who am I? No, he shouldn't win the Lombardi Trophy because he's not an
That
SEC.
that's the Big Ten. That's the Big Ten. He's in the Big Ten. You see the difference? A Big Ten. It's not the Mountain fucking West. It's the Big Ten. It's the
it's the Big
whole
Ten.
world. He's playing against players that were actually 5 stars at one point in their life. This kid hasn't seen a 5-star athlete since week 2 of the season.
And listen, he was defensive player of the year. I mean, of the week last week against Iowa. Defensive Big Ten player of the week.
Kudos to
So
him.
kudos to him. And kudos to the Swessinger family. We called him the Swess and Ethan and his mother and father. You've raised an incredible family, and I love watching UCLA football because of the Swessingers.